Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's doing swell. Welcome to the stream. The Euro 2024 final is officially upon us. I am excited. I'm rooting for really nobody. I'm a neutral here. Ignore the Liverpool kit. It'd be awesome to see Lamine Yamal win. I just want a good game. My prediction, I think Spain's going to win on penalties. I could just see it happening. The story writes itself, really. But if you're on any platform, whether that's Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, feel free to subscribe. If you're new, I'm going to read out the lineups in just a second. Kickoff is just moments away. We have Unai Simon, Carvajal, Lenormand, Laporte, Cucurella, Rodri Ruiz, Yamal, Olmo, Williams, and Morata in a 4-2-3-1 for Spain. And for England in a 3-4-2-1, it's Pickford, Guehi, Stones, Walker, Saka, Shaw, Rice, Mainu, Bellingham, Foden, and Kane in a 3-4-2-1. I think I already said that. But kickoff is seconds away. We're about to get underway in just a moment. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to have the play-by-play here next to my head as soon as the game kicks off. It'll be delayed for my stream, but that doesn't really matter. I'm not going to look at the screen as it does kind of unfold, and that'll be more so for y'all. But kickoff is just about to happen in just a second here. It is England who will kick us off for the first half. Find the play-by-play. And we are underway officially. Let me get the play-by-play pulled up for y'all. And we are all set for the most part. England trying to attack there and keep it in, but it goes out for a Spanish goal kick. First play of the game. My predictions, 1-1 at the end of full time. I could see it going to 2-2 after extra time and then ending up at penalties. That's a very realistic kind of scenario. I think based on just the way that this tournament's played out and the way that both sides have played here. Spain's attacking and a good block there by Mark Yehi. Good kind of leap out to stop a trailing Alvaro Morata for a moment. Here Spain with the throw-in. Olmo passes it back and a little bit of jousting between both sides, and Spain's under some pressure and they play it back to their back line. Here Spain trying to reset the possession a bit. A bit of a typical foray for them so far this tournament. A long switch of play towards Lamine Yamal. Controls it. No foul according to the ref. Yamal gets back up quickly. Now Luke Shaw trying to get forward here. Dani Carvajal wins the ball off him. Back into the Spanish defensive third. Yeah, I mean, Spain always going to play with, good amount of possession. They've done really well this tournament to kind of get forward and have these runs. I mean, they've had incredible wingers to play off of our Morata and Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal. It's really been incredible side to see Spain. So it's going to take a lot for England to win, I think. But obviously still a lot of football to be played. I'm going to get the final result prediction poll going for y'all. Just realized it's not up here. Unai Simon receives the ball, plays it back to Lenormand. Carvajal. Spain playing patiently thus far. Gotten possession since that goal kick, and they've been pretty consistent with retaining the ball. Here, Carvajal receives the pass, plays it infield. Morata dropping deep with the turn, tries to play it forward towards Yamal. But Foden picks it up and gets it all the way back to Jordan Pickford. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the final result prediction poll is officially live. Feel free to vote in the poll. It's only on YouTube, so just be aware of that. Hola, soy nueva on TikTok. ¿Cómo estás? Welcome, Gomez, to the TikTok stream. Here, Spain once again. Get it to Mark Cucurella. Cucurella back to Laporte. I'm being a great uncle and watching the game during my niece's birthday party, says Liam. Oi. Grunkle stuff. Cross in by Spain. Morata the target. It's headed away by John Stones, but Williams here on the wing for Spain crosses it in. It's a low cross. It's out for a corner. John Stones did well to defend that. Almost all by himself, really. Here, a corner for Spain. Cross in by Williams. No one really able to latch onto that for Spain. Cucurella heads it in. Spain managed to win back the ball near the center of the park. First 5 minutes or so have been dominated by Spanish possession. And I feel like everyone was sort of expecting that to some extent. Here, Spain is just trying to find a way to break down what's effectively a back five out of possession for England. Obviously, that back three with the wing backs. With Shaw at left wing back, I think that they have a lot better chance today than Trippier. I thought that would have been a big problem had they have gone into the match with Kieran Trippier effectively starting, marking Lamine Yamal. That could have been a really, really bad thing. Not to say that Luke Shaw is like light speed compared to Trippier, but he's definitely a little faster and probably a bit better of a player overall. Like more well-rounded, I'd say. But regardless, Williams taking on Walker there, but he's forced to pass it back to Cucurella. Here, Laporte to Lenormand. Yamal plays it back to Lenormand. Every time Lamine Yamal gets the ball, I just kind of like anticipate something crazy is going to happen. He's just such a talent. So far, final result prediction poll, 75% leading towards Spain win full time, 25% saying England win full time. It's England's second Euros finals appearance, their first being the last time round at Euro 2020 where they lost on penalties to Italy, of course. Here, Spain cutting through England's defense like it's nothing. Declan Rice does well to win the ball and also win a throw-in for England here. Fabian Ruiz was marking him very tightly. Some great play by Spain. Rodri advancing a little for that as well. They're in a good moment, Spain. They've had some fantastic, spells of possession, so to say, thus far. And I do think that ultimately they're going to have to convert on one of these kind of, they haven't had a chance or nothing, but they've had moments where it's like, oh, they just connect one or two more passes and things would start to shake up a bit, you'd imagine. But ultimately here, England still trying their hardest to get forward, but they can't really get past the halfway line thus far. Spain's had them kind of pinned back. And I imagine Saka's going to want to get free down that right-hand side and advance, but thus far it's kind of been hard for him to play further up the pitch. I mean, he's got a lot to deal with, both Cucurella and Williams on that side, but we'll see. England had a very brief moment there where they could have capitalized and had a good counter, but it was stifled very, very quickly by the Spanish. Spain's been playing really well. And I think that it's going to take some elbow grease here from England to start to kind of at least resist to this. Thus far, it's been kind of a bit of a futile effort, even trying to advance the ball for England. Spain's playing a very high line, at the halfway line even, with Pickford launching it forward. Here, England able to possibly counter, no. A foul eventually on Jude Bellingham. England will have a free kick here from about, 40 yards out or so. Gonna need somebody to whip in across here. We'll see how it goes. Looks like Luke Shaw is going to be the most likely person to take. Yeah, I think Declan Rice is also standing atop the set piece, but quite unsure. Here, Luke Shaw with the cross to the back post. John Stones heads it in. It's a foul in the play. A push by Mark Yehi, according to the ref. Let's see. Definitely a bit of a push by Mark Yehi on Aymeric Laporte. Definitely a foul. But England having a bit of stake to the claim in the battle thus far. They haven't really been able, either side, to create a meaningful chance, but it does feel a lot more palpable for the Spaniards. Here, a long ball by Dani Carvajal is intercepted. Now Cucurella picks up the scraps and plays it forward. I believe that was Fabian Ruiz who got it to Nico Williams. And Williams here. Williams shot is blocked right as he strikes it by John Stones. That's now 3 major kind of defensive plays by John Stones just in the first 11 minutes. Great block there. I mean, I don't know if that was on target, but it was definitely a dangerous kind of moment there for England. Ooh, someone is down for England as well, holding their foot. Does not look good. I can't tell who it is. Kyle Walker. Oh, no. That is bad news there. Camera on Gareth Bale for some reason. Ooh. Oh, poor Kyle Walker, man. That's actually really unfortunate. He slid into the Spanish coach, and his boot kind of collided, and it looked like he almost hyperextended his foot a bit because he kept sliding through after trying to block the ball, I should say. Really good defending from Stones. Yeah, I'd agree, Liam. Here, a back post cross by Williams. Spain. Oh, bit of an overhead kick there by Lenormand. Wasn't really a bicycle, or like a unicycle kick. I don't even know what you'd call that. Yeah, his foot was almost still on the ground as he took it. Yeah. It's like the, I don't know if anyone's familiar with the flag for the Isle of Man, but it kind of reminds me of that. The way he took that bicycle kick. Overhead kick, I should just call it, really. That it wasn't even over his head, not even over his shoulders quite. But Here, a long hoof forward by Jordan Pickford. Takes a bounce and finds its way straight into the gloves of Unai Simon. Here's Spain now. They've been patient. They've been comfortable to just kind of sit on the ball and let England sit back in their block. They're not necessarily too concerned with hurrying up the game because, quite frankly, it does feel like they have a good grasp on it. First team to win 6 games at a single Euro as well. That's a crazy stat that just popped up on the screen. Incredible stuff from Spain, really. They've been on a phenomenal performance. First team to reach Euro final after trailing in quarters and semis. That's England. That's also a cool stat. Outside the boot cross by Williams, England managed to get it back, though. Now Jude Bellingham's driving forward down the left. Lamine Yamal tracking back to defend. He blocks it. It's out for an England throw. Love to see that from the youngster. Great defending. Great hustle. That'll be a big El Clasico rivalry for many years to come. I mean, Kylian Mbappe just knocked out by Spain and Lamine Yamal, and now you're going to have, I mean, either Jude Bellingham will get revenge for his teammate, or we're going to see one of the best performances from a young player ever at a major tournament. I mean, it already has been, let's be real, but that would really be the icing on the cake. Here, Kyle Walker with the cross. England trying to get a chance put in the box there. Good attack there from them. First meaningful attack from England, I'd say. It was blocked out for a corner. Now England will try to swing and across from the set piece and make something out of this. Laporte with a good block. Main targets are going to be Stones, Guehi, Kane, maybe even Jude Bellingham. Who knows? Wonder who's taking this. Maybe Bukayo Saka. It's actually Phil Foden with a left-footed cross. It is blocked. Eventually goes all the way to Declan Rice. Declan Rice plays it back to, I believe, Kyle Walker at the center circle. Here it goes to Luke Shaw. And England, once again, have found themselves in the defensive corner routine. I can't believe this is the second time it's happened. I mean, that time it was at least a bit more kind of, a bit better than the first in terms of getting it. Foden with some good control there to keep the ball for England. And now John Stones under some pressure lifts a long pass to Pickford. Pickford kind of rushing towards it. That was nearly dangerous. Could have been an own goal or a corner had that been lifted by the air some type of way. England playing a bit more open. Diagonal here by Luke Shaw to Bukayo Saka. Here, Bukayo Saka takes it to the outside of Cucurella. Still, Bukayo Saka plays the pass, and Rice takes the shot from outside the box, but it's blocked by Rodri. Now Luke Shaw looking for the cross. It's sent into Foden. Foden flicks it on, but it's cleared by Cucurella. Spain here on the ropes a bit. It's the first time all game I'd say that Spain's looked really, really shaky at the back. Some kind of tricky moments here, but some good play from England. Bukayo Saka now once again against Marc Cucurella. Saka still plays it to Foden. Foden nearly takes an initial touch to get it past the first defender, but the second one plays it forward, and Lamine Yamal's pass is blocked as well now. Throw in for Spain. That initial kind of touch to take it past, it was Rodri who he took it past, and Laporta managed to clear it out. I mean, teammates at City, but at the Euros, mortal enemies. Foden and Rodri. It's been a decent game thus far. Nothing to separate either side, but it's playing out kind of how you would have imagined it. England is sitting back with a back five, and Spain is kind of just absorbing all the possession that they can. That is the way that both of these sides tend to play. And thus far, I'd say that both sides are kind of delivering. I'd like for maybe one of them to generate a more clear-cut chance and test one of the goalies. Maybe Spain can do that right now with Dani Olmo playing it forward. That pass is just behind Morata. And Yamal tries to get the ball. It's cleared, though, by England. Shaw just clearing it off of his boot. And you can imagine that from this point on to the end of his career, Lamine Yamal is more than likely going to be, tightly marked every single game. So someone like Shaw should give him a kind of good test, because you're going to imagine he is the main guy that England are kind of looking after. And then probably I'd say Williams, Olmo with a fantastic pass outside to Carvajal on the wing, and he sends in the cross, but it's caught by Jordan Pickford. Spain trying to get a bit more risky with their efforts and chances that they create. Could have been a good one had it found a target, but nonetheless, England reset the play with a rollout to Mark Yehi from Pickford, and now Jude Bellingham trying to dribble there, and Shaw, he is just not quick enough there. If Shaw was just a half meter quicker, that could have been a very good counterattack for England, but failed to keep it in. Here, Declan Rice wrestling with Dani Olmo. Fabian Ruiz with a fantastic pass forward to Williams. Williams trying to take on Kyle Walker. Williams still plays it back to Cucurella. Now Rodri with a good pass to Yamal. Lamine Yamal getting on his left, plays it to Dani Olmo. Olmo now to Williams. Oh, that was the pass to make. Lamine Yamal now on the same side as Williams, trying to get on the overlap, but nothing of it. 20 minutes have officially elapsed today. Nothing to split the sides, and Spain has possession, continuing to try to get past this back five of England's. Every Spanish outfield player is now in England's half. Laporte carrying the ball up a bit. Gets it to Cucurella, who's inverted. Now Rodri. Wide, gets it to Williams. Williams taking on some of these England defenders. Cross comes into the outside of the box. Good turn. Some good play here from England to win it back, and Foden is looking to find someone. He finds Bukayo Saka, who's deep in England's defensive third. That's a push by Marc Cucurella on Phil Foden. England have a free kick here. Yeah, definitely a foul. Both hands extended fully from Mr. Marc Cucurella, John Cena himself. Here, Stones is... No? Is Stones taking it? I don't think so. Is actually Jordan Pickford here. Big hoof forward. England trying to wrestle the ball off the Spanish, but they can't. The English players have been decent at stopping the runs in behind. Decent from stopping Spain from really getting any verticality in their play. I'd say that as the first 22 minutes has unfolded, key areas for Spain and England to kind of, it's a really wayward pass there by Williams. Goes behind Lamine Yamal, who seemed like the initial target, who lifts this cross in, and Pickford catches it comfortably. Here, Phil Foden plays it back. It's intercepted. Yamin Lamine Yamal puts in a shot, but it's blocked by Mark Yehi for a corner. See if Spain can make anything of this. Ooh, the cross in from the corner is headed away by England. Now they have a counter. And Saka, he's pushed, I think. Is the ref giving it? He has. Danny Carvajal does not take kindly to that. And Harry Kane is Ooh, Danny Carvajal hit Bukayo Saka with the crybaby emote. That's crazy, dog. That was such a great, like, the cameraman cut to that at the perfect time. Crybaby emote's wild. Here, England have another free kick, this time closer to the center circle. John Stones is set to take it, seems. It's sent to Bukayo Saka. Kobe Mainu does well. Gets it to Kane. Shaw. Still Luke Shaw. England. Ooh, it's cleared by Cucurella right at the end as it was making its way towards Saka. This has been a good last 4 or 5 minutes or so. No foul, according to the ref. England still with the ball. Saka goes all the way towards Kobe Mainu. Kane fouled. Oh, Kane picks up a yellow card, according to the ref. And the ref isn't too happy with this, saying Kane elbowed the player who's on the ground. I haven't been able to see who it was. Now Kane is fuming. Array. Oh, no, it wasn't for an elbow. It was actually a stamp on a foot. And even though Kane gets the ball, the follow-through is there. I think it was Fabian Ruiz who got caught. Luke Shaw did really well to kind of even get that chance. Some decent dribbling from the left back. I know he's been kind of out this whole tournament, but that was really, really well done. And now Fabian Ruiz, he's getting up to his feet. Here, Spain have the ball again. It's so far been 70% possession for Spain, 30% to England. Spain have more than double the amount of passes that England do thus far, to the shock of no one. They tend to do that, Spain. And this time around, they haven't been able to get really a proper chance on goal in the first half hour. Neither have England, but both sides are still feeling each other out, still kind of contesting a lot of these challenges, still giving it their all. So it's been decent. It's been a decent kind of start. Someone's got to get a shot on target, though, soon, or else I'm going to get mad. Here, a good play from Cucurella to get to Williams. Here, Fabian Ruiz gets to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal back to Fabian Ruiz. Oh, that takes a deflection, and Mark Yehi does well to clear it back. Here, Carvajal looking for the cross. He plays the pass towards Fabian Ruiz, who takes the shot, and Pickford comfortably catches that, following a block by, I believe that was, once again, yes, Mark Yehi. Takes all the power out of it right at the end there. Good block by Yehi. He celebrated it like it was a goal. What? Gosh. There's Andres Iniesta. One of my favorite midfielders of all time. Like top 5 top 5, top 10, top 5, top 10. Favorites has a specific connotation. He's, I think, one of the 5, 10 best of all time, but maybe top 5 best all time. But quite frankly, a legend. Watching his national team try to repeat what he did so many years ago, and I believe he's officially retired now. But here, a long ball towards Bellingham by Pickford, and Bellingham on the turn. He gets the ball. Carvajal pushes him. It's out for a throw-in for Spain, I believe. Some good control there from Jude with his head to continue the run on. Here, Jude Bellingham does well to force Spain to have to take another throw-in. Some good defending there by him. Now, ball gets back all the way towards Unai Simon. Here, England starting to connect some passes. Kane with a really wayward pass from just nowhere. No one really targeted. Straight into the gloves of Unai Simon. Here, Williams picks up the ball. Nice back heel. Guehi's there, though, to get it back to Pickford. Pickford plays it to Walker. That's a bold kind of pass. And Walker clears it, but Spain managed to win it on the throw-in. Is there a foul? Yes, there is. Dani Olmo set to be booked as well. A yellow card for him. I couldn't see who quite got caught there. It looks like some medical staff. Oh, no, it's actually Kane being called over by Letizier, the coach. Ooh, yikes. Dani Olmo just stamped on the right-hand hip and side of Declan Rice. Not a great sight for England fans. Olmo gets the yellow card. Kane had a bit of a stamp earlier on someone's ankle. Rice now receiving some treatment. Looks like it kind of got him winded as well, Declan Rice. He's seemingly breathing rather hard. Joe Gomez, they're warming up on camera. Here, Bellingham getting forward, still with the ball. Jude Bellingham loses possession. Ref calls back the free kick. Kind of got held there a little bit, Jude. Here, nice switch of play by John Stones. He finds Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw getting forward. He tries to flick it on, but no one there. Oof. Phil Foden goes to ground pretty dramatically. I don't know what happened there. Looked like he got kind of taken out. Ooh, he kind of got stomped a bit. No foul according to the ref, though. Here, Spain now have the ball, trying to reset the play a bit through their defenders. Lenormand plays it to Laporte. Laporte driving forward quite a bit here. He gets it out to Marc Cucurella. Cucurella to Rodri. Rodri to Fabian Ruiz. Here, Dani Carvajal gets it to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal taking on Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw puts in a foot at the last moment before Lamine Yamal got past him. Out for a Spain corner. Fourth corner of the evening for Spain. England have only had one. Cross comes in. Some Spanish players are calling for a penalty for a foul in the play. Ooh, I couldn't even see that. It was Declan Rice and Laporte. He kind of holds him a bit, Declan Rice. A bit of a rugby hold. I mean, he also, he kind of backpacks him at the end. They're not going to give it, but it's another corner here for Spain. Looks like they might go short this time, but who am I to know? There is a player there providing the opportunity to go short. And the ref is still talking to some players in the box this time. It's Morata and Kyle Walker, and it's a short corner. Finds Lamine Yamal. Finds Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo sends in a low shot. Harry Kane now tries to play the ball towards Saka, and he nearly does. Dani Olmo on the ball. Spain have had a bit of a rejuvenation these last 5-10 minutes or so. They've kind of been kicking on really well. Here, some good play by Spain. They get it out wide to Williams. He's trying to take on Kyle Walker. Sends in the cross. It bounces. No one's there. It's a good cross. Had somebody been there, that would have been placed on their head. Fantastic technique, just no placement. Quite. Ooh, that shot was gonna make its way towards Morata and the goal itself, near post. So, see how England respond to this period of Spanish possession. It's impervious kind of tiki-taka that they're so known for. Little less of it nowadays, a bit more freedom to kind of switch things up. Here, Williams gets it to Dani Carvajal. Finds Rodri. Rodri driving forward, finds Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal to Williams. Williams on the right-hand side now. Both him and Lamine Yamal are overloading on that side temporarily. Now Spain looking to get forward. Every outfield player is now in England's half for Spain. Here, Nico Williams gets it to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal nearly loses the ball. Good tackle that on Bellingham, who was trying to run the counter for England. Still Spain. Yamal marked by Foden, a low cross. It's blocked, and Jude manages to get it. Bellingham, he's holding his head. Looks like he might have got hit there briefly. A cross comes in to the back post. That's really poor from Fabian Ruiz. Left-footed cross, just wayward and not really getting anywhere. That kind of effort, if we're being honest. Jude Bellingham there See him versus Rodri. Yeah, no fouls there, I don't think. Here, Kabi Mainu. Walker plays it back to Stones, and now Pickford hooves it up. Bellingham heads it down. Foden was chasing, but wasn't quick enough to end. Spain have the ball once again. Ooh, good kind of turn there from Kyle Walker to win the ball as Spain tried to progress it to Williams. Now Foden driving down the right-hand side. Gets it to Bukayo Saka. Saka to Kyle Walker. Walker back to Stones. Kabi Mainu trying to get some quick feet involved. The England attack has very quickly kind of just died down there. They really need Watkins. I'm going to be honest with you. They need Ollie Watkins. They need somebody running in behind at this point. Here, John Stones trying to play it forward. And Spain now looking to counterattack. A lot of England bodies went up for the attack. And this ball towards Lamine Yamal. Gets it to Williams. Spain have kind of stifled their attack now. Bit of a poor time for both of them there offensively. Here, Williams, once again, stayed on the right here alongside Lamine Yamal. Spain have kind of made it a habit of kind of doubling up with wingers on the same side. See how it fares throughout the course of today. It could, be beneficial, but against the back five could be kind of futile here. England now looking to counter themselves. This pass from Bellingham is intercepted, but he wins it back quickly. And Kane with a long ball to Bukayo Saka. It's him versus Cucurella. Still Saka to Kabi Mainu. Mainu's passes not the best. Here, Williams on the counter. He's been fantastic today, Nico Williams. He's just been continuously saucy whenever he gets on the ball, dude. He's dribbling so well, and that's a poor pass from Lamine Yamal. Both sides kind of starting to show some signs of fatigue. It's been a fairly uneventful first half, despite both sides having some moments that did feel like something could have been there, had something just kind of had one or two more passes been made. But thus far, a throw-in for England here with 41-57 passed. Here, Spain once again starting to carry up the ball with Aymeric Laporte. Laporte with a good pass in towards Morata. Still Morata takes the shot. It's off of an England defender for a corner. That was a well-timed pass by Aymeric Laporte. An incredibly weighted ball. Guehi was wrestling with Morata briefly. Not too much. I mean, totally legal calls here, or plays, I should say. And then Morata tries to get the shot off, and it's blocked by John Stones. Here, Spain with the corner. I wonder if they'll go short again. Their sixth corner of the evening. That is quite a disparity to England's one. Here, header away by Bellingham. Here, Kabi Mainu. Mainu wins England the goal kick. Good header that by Kyle Walker. Just a minute and a half of regular time in this half, and then we'll see halftime approach. We'll see how both sides kind of come out of halftime looking, whether there's any subs or anything like that. And beyond that, hopefully we get a more entertaining second half. I feel like it hasn't been boring, but there's like Bellingham here wins the ball off his teammate Carvajal to Kane. Kane's shot is blocked from outside the box. Here, Kyle Walker running forward. A foul is given. England have a free kick here. The ref giving the foul. Williams with the push, I believe. Yeah, just kind of did the elbow, not the elbow, but the forearm into the back. Jude did really well to win the ball off Carvajal. And then a good block. Laporte still on the ground, I think. Rodri's body weight kind of fell into Laporte's legs there in that moment. And it looks like Laporte has totally hurt himself. He's actually in a lot of pain from the look on his face. I'd say that that's some kind of looks like, I don't know, maybe he'll make it to halftime. We'll find out how much stoppage time is given. Let's see this again. Ooh, yeah, all of Rodri's body weight just kind of fell onto Laporte's knee for a moment. Well, kind of came from the side, but did fall towards his knee, and that looked very painful. So understandable as to why he was wincing there for an extended period of time. Aymeric Laporte. But needless to say, England, they're going to look to maybe generate a chance here. The stroke of halftime, can they amount something out of this? Cross comes into the back post. Ooh, Foden gets the shot off, but it's saved by Unai Simon. That could have been nearly a really, really good opportunity there for England. It was a good chance. I mean, good take by Foden, not going to lie. Got it on target. Was near post, but nothing came of it. And here's Spain with a long ball forward. And it's Yamal on the left wing this time. He can't reach it. It's out for a England goal kick at the moment. Final result prediction poll, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, will be closed at the end of halftime. So feel free to vote in that if you haven't already, if you want to have your opinions known, if you want to kind of have some bragging rights in chat later. So far, the scores are 42% Spain win full-time, 42% England win full-time, and then 8% for both after extra time and penalty options. Here, Cucurella with a diving header to clear the ball, and Williams with a switch of play towards Lamine Yamal. Yamal is dropped really deep. He plays it to Donny Carvajal. And here, it is officially halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime has arrived, and so far, not a lot to separate the sides. I'm going to read some of the stats. 69.2% possession for Spain, 30.8% possession for England. 5 shots for Spain, 3 for England. 1 shot on target for both sides. 6 corners for Spain and 1 for England. So, kind of goes to show how the game has played out thus far. Not a lot of opportunities for either side. Lack of really focal point offensively, I'd say, for both England and Spain. England's kind of, I think, got the worst of it because if you had someone like Watkins on the pitch right now, it'd be a lot easier for England as a side to just kind of play this fluid brand of football that they're trying to kind of adopt and continue with. I'm not saying that Gareth Southgate necessarily brings that to the table, but it's clear to see that you look at the crop of players that England has, the way that they're. I mean, the back five is one thing, but the way that they do want to play, in theory, lends me to believe that, quite frankly, they need someone different than Kane up top right now. Like, Kane is such a good forward, but I do think Kane would help a lot more with more energy off the bench at this point in his career for England. And who am I to say? Maybe he goes and scores a hat trick in the second half and just shuts me up instantaneously. But stuff to consider. You know, he's getting older. He's never been the fastest. He's kind of muddying up the play at times. Him dropping deep hasn't necessarily been like a big help for England at times this tournament, or for the majority of the tournament, I should say. It's been rather like, I don't know. We'll see how they get on, England, but halftime is here. I'm gonna quickly go run to the restroom. Subscribe if you're new. Make sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already. Poll is gonna end right at the start of the second half, so feel free to vote in it if you haven't already. It's only on YouTube, so if you're on TikTok or Twitch, be forewarned. But besides that, hope everyone's doing well. Like the video if you're enjoying the stream thus far, and hopefully the second half has a goal or two in it for us. So hope everyone's doing well. I'll be back in just a moment. Just got to run to the restroom for a second. But yeah, second half of England, well, I should say Spain versus England, Euro 2024 final will be live here on the Sideline Sedo YouTube channel. So don't go anywhere. Get a snack or two, get a drink if you need to, and we'll be back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Second half England versus Spain here on the Sideline Sedo YouTube channel. BRB. Mike check 1 2 1 2. Mike check 1 2 1 2. We are back for the second half of Spain versus England at the Euro 2024 final. So far it has been, I don't know. It's been effectively a stalemate since it is 0-0. But I'd say that thus far Spain has looked marginally the better side, just marginally. England, of course, doing better with less, but at the end of the day, like that's not necessarily always a guarantee that you're gonna be able to take someone away from a game. I'd say that thus far, we have seen that while Spain have been good in possession in terms of keeping that possession, in terms of retaining their structure, they haven't really gotten too many shots on target. Neither of England, but England has had such little possession that kind of gets you thinking like, you know, who is going to break the ice? Kickoff for the second half is just moments away. But yeah, curious to see whether either side will make any subs. There's a chance that I could see Spain making a sub at the back, considering that Laporte looked like he took a knock. If he cooled down and then felt something, who knows? Maybe he doesn't feel the best following that, but that remains to be seen. I am excited, though, in terms of seeing how both sides are kind of going to, play their cards, so to speak, for this half of football. So far, though, it's been 0-0 and a lot of fouls from both sides. Beyond the fouls, I think that Williams is playing really well for Spain. I think John Stones has been brilliant, and Mark Gahey for England. Doesn't look like England have made any switches. Curious to see whether or not there's a sub for Spain. Who will win, Messi or Ronaldo? Also, what formation is Spain playing? Spain is playing in a 4-2-3-1. I believe. Yep. Zubimendi coming on. I don't know who he's coming on for. 1-3-2-4. You got it backwards, Ben. You start with the defense. But Zubimendi is set to come on here. Yeah, they're playing a 4-2-3-1 though. I'm curious to see what that means exactly. They have Cucurella at left back. They have, will Rodri drop deep to center back? Possibly. We're about to see. It's going to be an interesting switch. I think it is Laporte coming off. I'd be shocked if it was anyone else. 16. 16 is... I didn't catch who number 16 was. It might be Laporte. Defense wins championships. Yes. Yes, it does. Yeah, no, I think Zubimendi is just playing center back. You didn't answer for Messi, Ronaldo. Who will win? I should end the final result prediction poll. Speaking of winning, the final result prediction poll has Spain win full time as the main option. So there's that. It won with 46% to England's 38%. Oh, I should have started the timer. God above. Here, Cucurella trying to get the ball forward to Williams. It's off of Saka for a Spanish throw-in. Just a little bit off sync with the time. Here's Spain trying to get it forward. Cucurella to Williams. Spain still driving it forward. Fabian Ruiz. Good pass there to Lamine Yamal. And Williams puts Spain up. What a hit, Nico Williams. He's been absolutely insane today. Spain take the lead. Viva España, says bend the rules. And if you listen out, you could hear the hearts of millions of England fans just absolutely shattering to pieces. Williams hitting his celebration there. In England, no one marking Williams at the back post. See this play out. Williams not being marked at all. Saka and Walker not tracking him. No one on him. And Lamine Yamal with an incredible assist. That's incredible stuff there from the 17-year-old to find his compatriot who just buries it past Jordan Pickford. He was just absolutely unmarked at that back post there. And if you're England, 2 minutes into the second half, that is a big blow. Pickford here. It had to be Williams. Yeah, he's been incredible today. He's been like the focal point, it feels like, for Spain. Whenever they needed to create something, they got it out to him. His 4th goal in 20 international appearances. I agree, Liam. He's been insane. It's been such a good run from him. Here Unai Simon plays this pass to Aymeric Laporte. So it wasn't Laporte that was subbed off. I'm curious to see now. I didn't catch who was subbed off because I was adjusting the timer. But let's see. It was Rodri. Oy. I didn't even realize. Spain getting forward again. Williams once again. Olmo. Oh, Dani Olmo nearly. Dani Olmo quite nearly made it 2-0 in quick succession. Oh. If you're an England fan, you're clutching your pearls at this point. You are absolutely terrified because... Ooh. Sorry, y'all. There was a bit of a... I accidentally clicked something there that I shouldn't have, but here, Shaw receives the ball, plays it to Jude Bellingham. England now going to try to create an attack of their own. They got to answer back if they want to win. I mean, obviously, but they haven't really shown much fluidity or chemistry up front, to be honest. Ooh, Jude nearly catching Dani Carvajal. Here, Kobbie Mainoo finds Jude Bellingham, who plays the pass forward, but it's blocked by Carvajal. $14 goals scored at Euro 2024 for Spain, the most at the tournament. They've been high-flying Spain. Here, Jude Bellingham getting forward, finds Shaw. Almost finds Shaw, I should say. Dani Carvajal marshals out the ball expertly. Irish guy said England will win. I think he was trying to jinx them. I mean, if I was him, I'd try to jinx them too. Uh, he's got an unforeseen power. Here, Declan Rice clears the ball towards Luke Shaw. And Shaw, trying to find the pass, finds Kobbie Mainoo. Mainoo to Declan Rice. Spain have only drawn 4 and lost 1 in the entire history of the Euros when taking the lead first. So that is foreboding for England, to say the least. Here, Luke Shaw receives the pass. They are playing a bit better, though, starting to actually have some kind of build-up as opposed to just wayward carries and miscued passes. Right here, Kobbie Mainoo plays it to Declan Rice. Mainoo to Bellingham. Bellingham to Walker. Walker. I think Walker tried to find Luke Shaw all the way back in Manchester there with that cross. God above, what was that, Kyle Walker? If I'm an England fan, I know I got the Liverpool jersey on. I know that this might sound biased, but Kyle Walker's been having a howler. He left Williams open at the back post. He wasn't marking him. He hasn't really been that good going forward. And do you really want someone as slow as Trippier on someone like Williams? I know it wouldn't be too great for Trent to come on because Williams is going to be rapid against anyone. He's on the form of his life right now, Nico Williams. But England have to start creating some kind of chances. And I don't think Trent is necessarily the first sub you make, but it's a sub you need to make. I think he should look to bring on Watkins. He should look to bring on... I mean, it's crazy that Anthony Gordon has received so little playing time at this Euros. Cole Palmer is an option. Like, you got to get some bodies forward because Spain are putting the pedal to the metal and they pick up a free kick here. A yellow card is dished out to John Stones for the infraction as well. So, I mean, there's like a lot to say about the way that Southgate has handled this. There's rumors that he'll be extended beyond this tournament, regardless of how England performed today. And quite frankly, even though I'm an American, even though I have no kind of necessary allegiance to England and I don't care if they win or lose, I will say that all in all, they have got to get that man out of the job. Like simply they have to. Even if he wins, like, leave on high. If he doesn't win, like, you failed, mate. Back-to-back failures isn't a success. But it is a learning process, and England can learn that they deserve a better coach. So, quite frankly, if I'm Gareth Southgate, mate, I don't know. I'd be trying to dip because people clearly don't like him. If people don't like bro, then you know what? We'll see though. Here, Spain with the possession. Conceded first goal in all 3 knockout stage games, England. That's something to consider. They have obviously come from behind recently quite a bit. So that wouldn't be anything new for them, coming back and equalizing and taking the game to penalties or getting a winning goal or something has happened at this tournament. So I guess that's the one thing you could kind of hang your hat on if you're an England fan right now, as Alvaro Morata takes on a meaningless shot, really. I don't know why he didn't play that to Williams. And Mark Guéhi is losing his mind. He is so pissed. Great block from Guéhi, but there's definitely like a lack of hunger from the England side right now. It feels like at least in the midfield and in the forward lines, there hasn't been really any bite. And I think a part of that is the fact that Southgate kind of continues to play a lot of the same players over and over and over again. You kind of run them into the ground, especially at a tournament where, quite frankly, if you know who you're playing against, it's a lot easier. Oh, Morata! Clearance by John Stones, but that was going to go out for a goal kick had he not interfered with it. Lamine Yamal, once again, it's him versus Jude. Jude kind of jockeying there and jousting with him a bit to win the ball back. And now England trying to clear the ball, but that was a horrific clearance. And Williams with a shot off. Oof. Nico Williams nearly with his second. You got to make some changes, Gareth. I'm telling you, bro. Like, you're not going to hold on with this. And I get he's going to make subs 100%. If they're 1-0 down at any point from here until the end of the game, there will be a sub made. But it's a matter of when will that sub be made, because right now, I just kind of get the feeling that, I don't know. I just don't know. I feel like he's going to make him too late. He's made him at decent times before, but that was a really scary moment that could have put the game away for England. Well, put Spain kind of well ahead of England and put the game to bed. Put England's hopes and dreams to bed, I guess. Foden here on the turn, plays it out wide to Walker. Kyle Walker with the switch of play finds Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw controls the ball near the touch line. And here Bellingham with a great jockey. No foul, according to the ref. Bellingham was definitely fishing for a foul, I won't lie. He's trying to just hope that that kind of contact would be enough. But England win back the ball after a heavy touch by Alvaro Morata. Here, John Stones. There's got to be some switches here, Gareth Southgate. You are not going to win. Like, oh, bro, I if I was an England fan, oh, there is a sub. Ollie Watkins warming up. Well, not even warming up. He's actually taking his bib off, getting ready to get on. He's been warming up, that means. Here comes Ollie, says Liam. Yeah, I mean, Ollie Watkins should have started. Admittedly, there is something to say for leaving. Oh, England playing dangerous here. There is something to say for leaving a, how do you say it? For leaving a more explosive, faster, dynamic player on the bench to be able to run in more easily behind the lines and be more kind of fit in terms of coming on. But at the same time, Ollie Watkins has been so good this season. England could have gotten a goal probably in the first half had he started. I'm going to say it. I know it's kind of ludicrous. Like, there's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts there, but Kane did nothing today. Like, I don't remember a single thing that Harry Kane did that was, like, genuinely positive. And that's not to throw a jab out at Harry Kane. It's just that this England side kind of, a lot of these players play in systems and with players who run in behind the line. So when you're with a target man who's not going to do that and is going to drop deep and muddy up your space, of course it's not going to work as easily. You know, I was so happy for Ollie's goal. The joy on his face was so heartwarming. Yeah, he was thrilled. Like that, and the fact that we've been robbed of more of those moments for England stars like Palmer, like Gordon, you know, kind of getting some game time and possibly scoring. It's kind of crazy. But it's the Gareth Southgate way. So it's just the way it'll have to be, I suppose. Here, Bellingham plays the ball towards Bukayo Saka. Saka to Walker. Walker to Bukayo Saka. Saka back to Walker and playing. Oh, cross comes in from Foden. It's blocked. Kane could not be found. He's definitely trying to get one more chance before he's subbed off. Harry Kane. At least I think he's going to be subbed off. I doubt somebody else would. Bukayo Saka wins back the ball from Nico Williams. England having a good period of play here now. Mark Yehi finds Luke Shaw. It's foot put in by Donny Carvajal, which leads to an England throw here. Luke Shaw looks like he's going to take it. Harry Kane is officially being subbed off. He's handing over the captain's armband to Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker, see how he fares for the rest of the game. And Ollie Watkins is being subbed on here at 60 minutes, 25 seconds. It's been a decent... Is that Lando Norris? Lando. That was a random shot. I don't know why Lando Norris was there. Like, no offense to him, but they've just been showing random celebrities, and I was not anticipating to see Lando Norris, even though it makes total sense for him to be there. It could be somebody else that just looks like Lando Norris. It could be totally wrong. Here, Bukayo Saka plays the ball to Walker. Now Declan Rice to Guehi. Mark Guehi driving up a bit. Finds Luke Shaw. Shaw looking for the cross. Guehi on the overlap. Back to Shaw. England are kind of struggling to progress the ball whatsoever here. It's back to the center circle, and Kyle Walker finds a good pass to Saka. Oh, it's a foul. Yep, definitely a foul. I didn't know if the referee was going to give it, but that looked like a foul to me. Williams kind of just stamped and Morata and Walker beefing. The two captains, this isn't good. No bueno. Not the best of sights for the ref. He's going to have to deal with it. Ooh, a bit of a stamp down in his area. I mean, Saka kind of committed to it a bit as well, but definitely a foul. Here, free kick. I think it's Shaw that's going to take it, maybe Foden. It's looking more like Phil Foden, actually. Yep, that's Phil Foden. Foden here, set to take this chance. Going to be an in-swinger. Foden here with his cross. It's set in. It's headed away by some defenders in the box. Declan Rice plays the long pass back to Jordan Pickford, who's going to hoof it forward. Here Foden's chasing. Foden does well. Foden does really well, actually, to get the ball here to Saka. Bellingham on the turn. Jude Bellingham. Oh, my God. So close from Jude Bellingham. That would have been the goal of the tournament. That straight up would have been the goal of the tournament had that gone in. Bellingham's turn. That shot, I mean, it wasn't the closest, but still impressive. Ooh. Bellingham just left Carvajal and Olmo to collide with one another with his turn. He's been doing decent, Jude, but he hasn't had the space to do these turns where like not even half an hour, a full hour. Because you look at it and it's like Kane wasn't a threat to the back line. Now there's some threats with Ollie Watkins on the pitch, and we'll see how it goes. But thus far, some promising signs in the second half for England that they might equalize, but see how it goes. Some water being given to some of the players by the Spanish technical staff. Here, a long pass forward by Lenormand. Stones steps up to win the ball. Bellingham here to Rice. Declan Rice to Walker. Walker takes on the defender. Ball forward. Watkins chasing, but not quite. Fabrizio Romano just ran a poll asking if Kane off for Watkins was the correct decision. 74% said yes. That makes sense. Because Kane was doing nothing. Let's be real. Like, he's such a good player. I rate Harry Kane. But like, not against this squad. Not right now, you know. England here, resetting the ball, looking to get some kind of chance created. It's all the way back to Pickford. England have to make more subs, I'd say. Simply bringing on Ollie Watkins is not the entire move. It's not the only move, I should say. Definitely the right move in terms of the striker options. Oh! Yamal! Lamine Yamal with a shot on target, but Pickford with a great save. Kane isn't fast. He can't stretch the defense. No, he can't whatsoever. He is way too slow to be doing that. Good chance there by Spain. One of the easiest, not easiest really. That was a hard shot to get off regardless. But one of the better chances of the game, I should say. And things are looking good for Spain. They keep generating these chances. And England they're keeping them at bay, I should say. So it hasn't really been a whole lot on the England side for what they've been able to do. Cross comes in. It's cleared out. Foden takes the touch. Now Kobbie Mainoo going to wrestle possession. He does so. It's out for a Spain throw-in. No, or is it an England throw-in? I mean, Morata is screaming with the force of 1,000 dragons there. I don't know why he was upset about that. Mikel Oyarzabal being subbed on for Morata. Is that why he's upset, dude? He's a brat. Morata being subbed off. Lamine Yamal. It is his final ever game for Spain, I should add. So maybe that's why some tensions flared up. Possibly understandable there for the Spanish forward. An emotional moment, being subbed off for his national team for the final time in a match that they could very likely win in about 20 to 30 minutes or so. Mikel Oyarzabal coming on in place of Alvaro Morata. Morata now making his way down the bench, high-fiving everybody in sight. International retirement of a GOAT. Morata has been in football for a long time. So it's going to be sad to see him go. I mean, he's still going to be playing at the club level, I assume, but still losing him on the international scale will feel a little different. He's been with Spain for a while. Here, Yamal, the cross in, it's headed away out for a corner. John Stones upset with himself there. Eighth corner of the evening for Spain. England have had only one corner. Lamine Yamal with the cross. Pickford with the punch away. Here, Dani Olmo sending in another cross. Second phase is punched away once again by Pickford. And Williams wins the ball here. Good position for Spain. It's a good pass out wide. A cross in. Once again, it's headed away this time. England doing well to defend the box. Shot from distance. Ooh. Fabian Ruiz just kind of bent back and let it rip. Just over, though. That would have been such a good goal had he hit it. Cole Palmer being subbed on here for Kobbie Mainoo. Mainoo had a really good game, I think. Can hold his head high. I think he played well. Not incredible, but for a player his kind of age and status, it's definitely... Oh! Watkins! No foul according to the ref. Here, Bellingham driving forward. No foul. Again, England getting a little upset with the ref, I think. Throw in, though. Kyle Walker finds Cole Palmer. Palmer's first contributions here. Ooh, he tries to play the same pass he did for Watkins to win the game last time around. It's blocked that time. Wasn't quite the most ample of space or opportunities there for him to make the most of that, but here Spain, the ball. Dani Olmo finds Lamine Yamal. Spain now getting it all the way back to Unai Simon. Just less than 20 minutes of regular football to play. No offside on Yamal. Actually, eventually the offside is called for Lamine Yamal. Here, Mark Yehi and the ball finds Jude Bellingham. Bellingham loses the ball. Spain getting forward. Ooh. That would have been really bad for Jude. Mikel Oyarzabal shot wasn't the best. Now England on the counter. Bukayo Saka. Still Saka. To Jude Bellingham. Cole Palmer. Woo! Cole Palmer. What a hit, son. What a hit. Absolute rocket of a strike from Palmer. Didn't really leave the ground, but it was so well placed. A lot of pace on that too. What a goal. England have equalized, ladies and gentlemen. Cole Palmer with the goal. Big, big moment that for England. I mean, they're back in the game, and now I guess it's a test of fates, test of destinies. In a sense, Spain have won every game, and England have, in the knockout stage at least, come back from behind to win every game. So, Palmer, I hardly know her, says Ben the Rules. Come on, Ben. What the hell, bro? What a shot. Let's see this shot again. Yeah, just a few players blocking the path, or the view of the path, I should say, for Unai Simon. Very, very kind of classic Cole Palmer goal. Left foot, just curling it. And now the game has really opened up, and it's going to be interesting for these last 17 minutes or so. I don't think either side want to take this to extra time. If they do, it'll happen, but that's 2 goals and 9 appearances for Cole Palmer at international level, which if he keeps it up, I mean, that he could have a really good ratio of goals, especially if he starts getting called up to like friendlies and stuff. A long ball forward here. A header. Zubimendi under some pressure loses the ball to Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham with a great pass. Cole Palmer out wide to Bukayo Saka. Saka taking on Cucurella with a cross. A right-footed cross that time from Saka. Not the best. Remained on the ground and was cleared simply by Spanish defenders. Here, Jude has his hands on his knees. Bukayo Saka receives the ball. LOL, I was looking to at transfer grades from last year. Palmer think was a C plus for Chelsea. Wrong. Yeah. Did I gave it a C plus? That's so bad. Or who was it that gave the move a C plus? I feel like I was fairly high up on Palmer, but I don't know if it was like, I don't know if I gave it I wouldn't have given it a C plus because I don't do like pluses in my tier list, so it's definitely not me. But that is laughable. Like Cole Palmer has been fantastic. And this season, it's all kind of culminated at that moment for him, I think. And now England, I think, have the momentum for the rest of the game. ESPN, oh my God. Long hoof forward by Pickford. All the way out for a goal kick. And Watkins looking a little frustrated at the lack of service up top. I mean, he's been doing well to kind of get himself in these positions, but it's not like England are really making those passes to him. It's almost like he's just there to let other people kind of have the space, I guess, to do what they need to do. Or at least that's how it's been since he's been subbed on. It's been a real disconnect from that midfield 3 and Watkins himself. I guess it's more of like a midfield 4. With Palmer now there, Foden still, Bellingham, Saka. Bellingham kind of playing in the holding position more. Him and Foden swapping at times. Here, Lamine Yamal heads it down to Dani Olmo finds Zubimendi. Zubimendi looking for a pass forward. Finds Lenormand. Comes to Lamine Yamal. And a good take on here by Carvajal. He's got Foden near the corner flag, and he's got to play it back to Lamine Yamal. It's been a pretty shaky, I guess, kind of nervy affair since that equalizer. You could tell both sides are trying to play with more pace. You could also tell both sides are nervous that they're going to get scored on first. It's starting to really open up, and it's got some real final feel now. It didn't really have it up until then. It felt like IMO personally, but here, Dani Carvajal looking for the cross. He sends in the cross, takes a bounce, and Williams here on the ball. He's going to take on Kyle Walker. Sends in the cross with his left foot. It's headed away. It's a corner, I believe. John Stones, he's been everywhere for England in the box, clearing every opportunity, even the ones he didn't want to clear. I wasn't really a header, more of like a kind of hit him on his chin. Went out. Here, England set to defend this corner delivery from Spain. Cross comes in. It's headed away by Jude Bellingham. Fabian Ruiz tries to play this pass, and Palmer just absolutely clears that. It's out for a throw-in for Spain. Gareth Southgate here, chewing some gum pretty intently. Gonna see. I wonder if any subs will be made for the remainder of the 90, or if both coaches will keep the subs until extra time, because there's a chance that, once we reach the last 6, 7, 5 minutes or so, that both sides kind of, how do I say it? I think both sides will kind of start to, they'll be kind of foul baiting. They'll be just being theatrical, there'll be all that kind of stuff. Time wasting. We'll see. Obviously, why time waste if you're only level? But fatigue will start to set in, and if the refs don't make subs, not the refs, the coaches don't make subs. England have gotten themselves a goal kick here, by the way. Mikel Oyarzabal wasn't able to keep the ball in play, so England will reset us here with the goal kick. Palmer shot 21 meters away from goal, 118 kilometers per hour, 8 rotations per second. Here, Jordan Pickford on the ball. Plays it forward. Spain managed to intercept it. They get it all the way back to Unai Simon. Now Spain have possession once again. They're looking possibly to go long, it looks like. Laporte faking it twice and now getting it to Lenormand. Lenormand back to Laporte. .5 minutes have passed. And a long ball is being looked for. But Spain just kind of hesitant to play that ball over the top, with England having two really kind of compact lines here. They're trying to drive forward Spain. Foden wins the ball. Foden, no foul according to the ref. Palmer on the turn. Palmer, no foul according to the ref either. And Williams now countering. Nico Williams, goal scorer for Spain. Dani Olmo. Back to Williams. Back to Dani Olmo. Lamine Yamal. Great save from Pickford. What a save. That could have been it. Not the best placement by Lamine Yamal, but Pickford doing his best to keep England in it. Here, Dani Olmo on the turn. Rather, it's Fabian Ruiz, I should say. Here, Lamine Yamal looking for a pass, and he finds in the form of Zubamendi. Williams back to Zubamendi. Laporta. And Lenormand plays it wide to Dani Carvajal. Good pass to Fabian Ruiz. Dani Carvajal back to Lenormand. Spain are doing well to retain possession and continue applying this pressure to the English backline. Kyle Walker tries to get forward, but some good defending there. It's out for an English throw. Another sub being made here. This one for Spain. Nacho Fernandez about to be subbed on. I wonder for who? Is it? It's not Lamine Yamal. That's just a replay of the save, right? They're not going to show all his highlights. Yeah, Lenormand subbed off for Nacho Fernandez here. Real Madrid. Former Real Madrid player. Former Real Madrid captain, Nacho Fernandez. Now playing for Al-Qadja. Think they're in the Saudi Pro League. Let me just confirm that. Yep. They just got promoted, if I'm not mistaken. Him and Cohen Castells of Belgium, both going over to Saudi Arabia. Tider took lead an 80th minute or later in 3 previous knockout stage games. That's a stat for England. So, see how they fare for the final 10 minutes of this one. Spain have the possession, though. Here, Nacho Fernandez, fresh off the bench, driving forward. Nacho Fernandez. Carvajal here. Carvajal still. Cross is blocked. Fabian Ruiz to Carvajal. Gets it to Lamine Yamal. Williams. Good move. Oh my goodness. Spain are doing really well here at causing some mayhem at the back for England. Just some quick, intricate plays, some flicks on and turns, and England are just in a state of shutting up shop, making sure they don't concede until the 90 minutes have elapsed. They'd prefer not to concede whatsoever, but here, Lamine Yamal's cross in. It's headed away. Now it's cleared once again. Fabian Ruiz with the outside the boot pass all the way to Unai Simon. Good one at that. He finds Cucurella. Good pass to Dani Olmo, who tries to find Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal still sends in this cross, and Pickford, he gets a hand to it and then catches it afterwards. Kyle Walker here. Walker with some step overs. Gets it to Mark Yehi. And England now trying to reset possession a bit. Less than 5 minutes until stoppage time. Scores are level. Both sides are vying for the opportunity to get the go-ahead goal. Here, Jordan Pickford has the ball. Plays it back to Mark Guéhi. Guéhi with a long pass forward. Trying to find, I believe, Watkins out for a throw-in. And Watkins is still kind of fuming at that. In Spain here, with a pass through the middle to Fabian Ruiz. Some good verticality in the play here. Some good play still by Spain. Cucurella. And they've scored. Oh my God. Mikel Oyarzabal, the sub off the bench, gives Spain a 2-1 lead. And it, in fact, is not coming home, it seems. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's so unfortunate for England. Heartbreaking, really. They've been the worst side, England. They managed to get the goal back to equalize. Now it's the second Euros in a row where they've basically dropped the ball. If they don't equalize now within 4 or 5 minutes, that's it. So let's see if there's any offsides or anything. No. Where even would there be an offside? That's right there, maybe. Right there, maybe. But I don't think really. I don't think so. No offsides. Yeah, Mikel Oyarzabal just burying that past Pickford. Simple placement, just sliding in. Spain have taken the lead. And England really have, they have 3 subs that they're not going to use. Mikel Merino set to be subbed on for Spain. Ivan Toney's being subbed on for England. That's so laughable, Gareth Southgate. You absolute coward. Here, Palmer driving forward. England know that this is do or die. Bellingham with the turn. Jude Bellingham plays it to Watkins. England get themselves a corner. That was crazy from Jude Bellingham. The first pass into Watkins. He wasn't able to control it. There's a lot of pace, but a good pass into him. Yeah, Watkins maybe could have controlled that a little better. He caught it with the outside of his ankle. Even Toney being subbed on for the set piece and for the rest of the game. Phil Foden being subbed off. Mikel Merino now being subbed on for Spain. And Lamine Yamal being subbed off. They call him Lamine Yamal again. I've been messing up his name all day for the stream. If anyone hasn't noticed, this should be fairly abundantly clear at this point how many times I've just switched the first initials of his name accidentally. Here, though, we have Cole Palmer taking this corner for England. He sends in the cross. Declan Rice. Oh! 2 saves in quick succession. Wow. Indeed. Declan Rice's header, then Mark Guéhi's. That one was headed. One saved by Unai Simon, the other one headed away by Dani Olmo. Never, ever a goal. And Kane is looking... Much love from Banyaluka, says Ben the Rules. Thank you, mate. Harry Kane is looking distraught. How much time is going to be added on at the end of this game? I'm very curious. 4 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 4 for 2024. England still have a shot, but will they be able to not blow away that shot? Here, England just hooving up the ball here. Not a lot of thinking behind these plays, and the clock is ticking. Long throw in here. They kick it out all the way for a goal kick. They're just wasting time at this point, Spain. They know that England need the goal. So for them, I mean, getting it out for a goal kick, whatever you need to do, a throw in, that's all that matters. And here, Pickford takes a long goal kick all the way up for England, and Bukayo Saka. Ooh, foul. A big foul there. Watkins gets the yellow card. A yellow card. Yeah, Watkins with the high boot into Nacho Fernandez's chest. Nacho Fernandez writhing on the ground. Spain is lucky Brazil didn't get to the finals. Yeah. For sure, Ben. For sure. It'd be quite the feat, though, for Brazil to get to the Euro 2024 finals. Pedri on the bench, camera on him. Ollie Watkins picks up the yellow card, as I stated just moments ago. And now Spain are going to start taking their time. And Alvaro Morata and the rest of the Spanish technical staff are all just kind of entranced and waiting for the game to end. Palmer picks up the ball here for England, deep in his own half. He gets fouled. Quick free kick. Mark Yehi under some pressure. Another foul. Mikel Merino. He picks up, now, not no booking, but he did cause that foul there. And now Jordan Pickford near the halfway line, going to set this set piece up. He goes to the right. It's a header there, I believe, by Merino. Saka. Bukayo Saka with the foul, according to the ref. The linesman, rather, was the one that waved it up. Cucurella on the ground. That might be it. There's less than a minute in stoppage time. And, ooh, that is the closest you can get with an offside. I didn't see the boots. That was weird. They panned away from that so quick. But here, moments melting away in the face of England fans, and the Spanish fans are already singing. They're pretty happy. Spain's gonna probably see this out, I imagine. Here, a long goal kick forward. Spain have won the game, and no, they haven't won the game. What was that? Mikel Merino turned around like he was... No, that's it. 4 minutes have elapsed, and that is that. England failed to win in their second ever Euros finals appearance. Final score 2-1. Spain win. And England back-to-back consecutive losses in the Euro finals. Euro 2020, a loss on penalties to Spain, or rather, a loss on penalties to Italy. Euro 2024, a loss 2-1 to Spain after full time. What a heart-wrenching moment it is for the likes of some of these veterans in the England camp, the likes of Kyle Walker, the likes of Harry Kane. Even John Stones is getting up there in age. Cole Palmer had a great equalizer, but it wasn't enough to spur on the momentum for England to win it. In Spain, they've won so many games at this Euros. They've been so good. They've been so class. They beat France on their way to the finals. They beat Germany on their way to the finals. They beat England in the final. And it's just been such a great showing from them. It's been fantastic to see. Did they beat Portugal too? Am I tripping? No. Right? No, they didn't. I was tripping. Yeah, but incredible showing from Spain at this tournament. My player of the tournament, I need to see Lamine Yamal's stats. He's got a goal and 4 assists and 6 starts. Played 7 games. France beat Portugal. Yeah, my bad. I misspoke. They gave Jude Bellingham man of the match. That's crazy. That's absolutely a rotten person to give it to. I give man of the match to Nico Williams. He had a really good kind of general showing. I mean, you just look at these stats. 2 goals, 1 assist. They don't necessarily jump out at you, but in 6 matches, I believe that was his. Is that his return in 6 matches? Let's see. They don't have England up yet, right? Yeah, so he got a goal against Georgia, assist against Georgia. He's just been trouble for every back line. Representacia España. Say it, please. But, you know, Nico Williams had, I think, really kind of first team to win 4 European championships, by the way, 1964, 2008, 2012, and 2024. Congrats to Spain once again. Incredible squad of players. Yeah, but Nico Williams had 2 goals and assists during the tournament. I'd say, how do you think your day job has made you a better streamer? Oh boy, I mean, I could sit here all day. But yeah, I'd say Lamine Yamal is definitely a strong contender. He's got a goal? Is that now a goal and 5 assists? Let's see. No, they counted the England one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So a goal and 4 assists is pretty insane for a 17-year-old. I think he's the player of the tournament. Another player I'd give a shout out to, Fabian Ruiz, played incredible. 2 goals, 2 assists. Was really good. I don't think he got an assist today. Yes, 2 goals, 2 assists in 6 matches. He set the tempo for Spain all tournament. Obviously, Rodri was phenomenal as well. Subbed off at halftime today. Got a goal himself this tournament. But I think Fabian Ruiz was really the heartbeat of the Spanish side. So I'd say my player of the tournament is Lamine Yamal, but if you had to give him young player of the tournament, you had to give another player of the tournament, I'd give it to Fabian Ruiz. Dani Olmo, another good shout. Actually, I'd give it to Dani Olmo. I would give it to Dani Olmo. He only started 3 games, played in 6 matches, so he had 3 matches. Well, he started 4 games, I technically guess, because they haven't updated the stats here, as you can see. But 3 goals, 2 assists, no contribution today in terms of goal contributions. But yeah, 3 goals, 2 assists. So 3 goals, 2 assists in 7 matches, 4 starts. And also having that goal line clearance at the end. The literal last goal line clearance. Simon making the save. Dani Olmo making the goal line clearance. If I had to give Lamine Yamal because of on technicality, young player of the tournament, I would give Dani Olmo player of the tournament. Simple as that. Insane amount of contributions. Critical goal line clearance right at the death. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I think England could have played a lot better. I think Gareth Southgate has egg on his face. I think he should be sacked. yesterday. Let me be real. I don't really care about England's success as an American. I actually quite enjoy them not having any success because, you know, there's a bit of a rivalry there. But you got to get rid of Gareth. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you so much for joining me. Subscribe if you're new. Like if you enjoyed the stream. And stay tuned for some more content in the near future. The Premier League season's coming about. There's going to be a lot of transfer news to cover as well, I imagine, once the Euros end. Lots of teams will make some big moves, I think, in the final stages of July and then into August. So thank you so much for joining me. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's doing swell. I'm Sideline Sedo.